Rene Lacoste, a world-class tennis player, rose to prominence due to his exceptional abilities and triumphs on the court. His love of tennis extended beyond only playing it, as he went on to develop the luxury brand Lacoste. Lacoste was known for his particular playing technique, and his agility, quickness, and strategic approach on the court earned him the nickname the Crocodile. Surprisingly, this nickname became the iconic symbol for his namesake business, which has grown into a multi-billion-dollar enterprise over the years. Lacoste's incredible path as a player-turned-entrepreneur is an inspiring story of tenacity, dedication, and accomplishment that continues to inspire millions of people worldwide. But it's not a rags-to-riches story. It's a story of passion, business tact, and above all, faith. Let me take you back to where it all started. Rene Lacoste was born on July 2, 1904, into an aristocratic family in the thriving metropolis of Paris, France. His parents, Jean-Marie Magdalene Larolet and Jean-Jules Lacoste, belonged to the highest levels of society and were highly esteemed members of it. Rene decided at the age of 15 that would affect the direction of his life forever by pursuing his passion for tennis. Despite his family's riches and prestige, Rene was first opposed by his father, who was skeptical of his son's potential as a professional tennis player. Rene's unrelenting drive and dedication to the sport ultimately won over his father, who agreed to support him on the provision that he becomes a world champion in under 5 years. This was the start of Rene's remarkable career as a tennis player, which would go on to inspire generations of ambitious sportsmen. Rene Lacoste was unfazed by his early disappointments, determined to show himself as a good tennis player. The work at hand seemed intimidating, but Rene persisted in his efforts to impress his father. He dedicated his heart and soul to hard training sessions for 3 long years, perfecting his talents and developing his technique in time for the Wimbledon Championship Grand Slam tournament in 1922. Rene's hopes were dashed when he was beaten in the first round of the tournament. The severe sadness of this loss was especially difficult on Rene, who was burdened by his father's expectations. But despite it all, he refused to give up and persevered. He came to the United States the next year to play in his first event there. Despite facing difficult opponents, Rene pushed and advanced to the tournament's 4th round, despite being nearly eliminated by Cecil Campbell. Rene's tenacity and drive in the face of hardship inspired numerous people and cemented his reputation as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Despite several disappointments, Rene persisted in his quest for excellence, constantly pushing himself to exceed his boundaries. His relentless commitment and tireless work ethic paid off in 1923 when he was named to France's Davis Cup team. Rene was joined by 3 other excellent players, Jean Verrotre, Jacques Bronin, and Enrico Scia, and they created a powerful side known as the Four Musketeers. Their incredible ability and power on the court charmed tennis fans worldwide, solidifying their legacy as tennis superstars. Rene's amazing career concluded in his first major final at Wimbledon in 1925. Rene did his utmost despite intense opposition from fellow musketeer Jean Verrotre, but he ultimately fell short. Yet, his setback simply drove his ambition to accomplish even more, driving him to work even harder, never forgetting his father's promise. Rene won the French championship later that year. By the next Wimbledon event, he had a rematch with Jean Verrotre in the finals, and this time he won. Rene was now worthy to play tennis in his father's eyes, although he lost the French championship the next year to Enrico Scia. Rene did not participate in Wimbledon that year after his setback. He spent his time exercising and improving his tennis skills. In September 1926, he played in the U.S. national tournament, and his final match was against Jean Verrotre once more. Rene defeated Jean in the championship match and was named the #1 tennis player in 1926 by the Daily Telegraph. Rene Lacoste was not just a renowned tennis player, but also a brilliant innovator, having invented the tennis ball machine and many other incredible feats over his career. Nonetheless, the question remains as to how these achievements ended with the creation of the legendary Lacoste brand. Rene's distinct tennis style was a sight to behold, and it drew the attention of many tennis fans. His movements around the court were swift and even serpentine, drawing comparisons to crocodiles. Rene's legacy would be cemented by this comparison, as it was this nickname that inspired the renowned Lacoste emblem. Rene's path to becoming known as the Crocodile began in 1926 when the French Davis Cup team advanced to the World Group Final. The US team was the favorite to win, captained by the legendary Bill Tilden. Rene, on the other hand, stunned everyone by beating Bill in a 4-set game to secure France's triumph. This victory was a watershed moment in Rene's career, and the American media in attendance were eager to recognize his outstanding style of play. In celebration of his tough and relentless playing style, they dubbed him the Crocodile. Rene embraced the nickname, and soon after, he had a crocodile embroidered on his tennis blazer. The crocodile symbol became synonymous with Rene's tennis prowess and later became the logo for his clothing brand, Lacoste. Rene Lacoste's influence on the world of tennis extended beyond his ability on the court. He was also an entrepreneur who saw the demand for functional and fashionable athletic apparel. He co-founded La Chemist Lacoste with André Gillier in 1927, with the goal of revolutionizing the world of sportswear. The major goal of the firm was to provide high-quality, comfortable gear for tennis players that would improve their performance. Rene's idea of functional, beautiful, and timeless designs served as the brand's foundation. He wanted to design a clothing line that conveyed the essence of tennis while still being appropriate for all situations. His ambition was realized with the invention of the legendary Lacoste polo shirt, which became an instant hit with tennis professionals and fashionistas alike. The shirt's distinct design and breathable fabric made it a great choice for athletes, and its aesthetic appeal elevated it beyond the realm of athletics to become a fashion statement. Rene's inventive thinking and dedication to perfection have helped to establish La Chemist Lacoste as one of the world's most recognizable brands. The polo shirt became an instant sensation, as it was comfortable, stylish, and perfect for playing tennis. It was made of breathable cotton and featured a crocodile emblem on the chest. The shirt was designed to be worn with the collar up, which became a defining feature of the Lacoste brand. The polo shirt became a staple in every tennis player's wardrobe, and it quickly crossed over into the mainstream. The success of the polo shirt allowed Lacoste to expand into other areas of clothing, including footwear, accessories, and fragrances. The brand continued to grow throughout the years, with the introduction of new products and collaborations with other brands. The crocodile logo remained the brand's symbol and became one of the most recognizable logos in the world. Rene Lacoste's passion for tennis has remained unbroken despite his outstanding career in the fashion sector. Even after launching his apparel line, he continued to make substantial contributions to the sport. Later, he coached the French Davis Cup team and assisted in the development of young tennis players, passing on his experience and skills to the next generation of tennis stars. Rene's commitment to tennis was so strong that he remained a prominent presence in the sport until he died in 1996, leaving behind a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and excite tennis aficionados across the world. Rene's tale is one of overcoming hardship and demonstrating the power of resilience. His relentless commitment to tennis and his distinct approach to the game enabled him to achieve unprecedented success on the court. But it was his creative energy and original ideas that established him as a fashion industry hero. His idea for functional and comfortable sportswear set the path for the growth of the Lacoste brand, which has become synonymous with quality and flair. Lacoste items are now distributed in over 120 countries, and the company continues to be at the forefront of the fashion business. Rene Lacoste's legacy as a tennis star, creative entrepreneur, and fashion icon will live on to inspire future generations. Rene Lacoste's contributions to tennis extend beyond his playing accomplishments. He was also a pioneer in establishing new strategies and playing styles that continue to affect the game today. Rene's unwavering love and devotion to tennis have made him a tennis hero, influencing countless players and instructors across the world. His attitude to the game has established a precedent, with many players attempting to imitate his playing style and work ethic. Rene's contribution to tennis is enormous, and he is regarded as a legendary figure in the sport. Rene Lacoste was a person with a compassionate and gentle heart, in addition to his tremendous achievements in tennis and design. He was a dedicated humanitarian as well as a successful businessman and tennis player. He founded the Rene Foundation in 2009 with the goal of empowering impoverished children by allowing them to reach their full potential via sports and education. The foundation has had a tremendous influence on the lives of many young children, assisting them in overcoming obstacles and achieving their goals. Rene's humanitarian legacy is an example to us all, and his dedication to giving back will be remembered forever. And that is the story that tooled Rene from passion to dedication. This story shows us that nothing is impossible. And when your heart is in the right place, not one but 10 doors open up for you. If you enjoyed this story, hit the like button. And if you want to keep hearing more of these, hit the subscribe button. See you next time.